Hello everyone and welcome to the Ethereal Tarot channel. My name is Alexa and I'm so excited to be presenting this reading to you. Saturn in Pisces transit. This will be occurring, Saturn actually moved into Pisces March 7th, 2023, and it will be in the sign for 3 years. So it won't be moving out until February of 2026, I believe. So we have a good minute with Saturn, and this reading will be highlighting what the theme of this transit will be for you, how your life will be changing, what will be the main focus during this time for you. Very informative reading, so we'll be getting into that information. I did want to allow for the chance to choose intuitively if you wanted to. You know, you're not really sure what's on the other side of these cards, as you're not really sure what's on the other side of this transit. So take your time with choosing. The timestamps are in the description box below for when you are ready to delve into this reading. But let's jump into the groups. Let's see what's on the other side of these cards. If you did want to have a visual, that's no problem. Let's see. For group 1, we have card number 27, exchanging gifts. Pause the video if you need more time to analyze the pictures, okay? Group 2, we have card number 42 with chop wood. Chop wood, carry water. Group 3, for you, we have card number 50, no place like home. And last but never ever least, group 4, we have card number 14, truth be told. So again, take your time with choosing. Timestamps in the description box. If you enjoy this reading, please let me know in the comment section. I love engaging with you guys. It is a joy of mine. Also, please remember to leave it a like if you do enjoy it. That also helps me a lot. And subscribe if you enjoy my reading style. I'm still debating if I will go into a deep dive of what Saturn in Pisces will bring. I'm not sure what will be a deep dive, but some type of informative video included in this reading that will show next if I do decide to. But if not, group 1, you're up next, okay? We'll see what happens when I edit the video. You'll know because it's posted. But I enjoy these readings so much, and I really enjoy astrology, so it's a pleasure to combine two of my strongest passions and, you know, create beauty from it. So let me know. I'm really intrigued. I really enjoyed this, and I don't usually do 4 groups very often. So if you made it this far, I did want to let you know what the bottom deck energy was, and it is milk and honey. So this time is all about delving into what makes us feel good, getting into our passions, and really allowing ourselves to feel good in new ways. So I'm going to relax on the talking for now, okay? Going to let you go ahead and go to your groups, and I'll see you very soon. Hi you guys. So in this portion, I wanted to touch bases on what Saturn in Pisces really means for those of you who are not too aware of the astrological occurrences of this world. No problem. There are other videos on YouTube that will be a lot more specific and in detail about what this transit means, but I just wanted to give a little bit of background before we jump into the readings. So here we are. I wanted to first start off by giving some key words for Saturn and Pisces. So with the planet Saturn, Saturn rules the signs of Aquarius and Capricorn, and we can think of Saturn really bringing discipline, structure, responsibility, hard work, limitations, restrictions, authority, order, time, and my favorite part of Saturn is boundaries. Okay, Saturn will bring those boundaries, and we love boundaries. Okay, healthy boundaries. And Saturn in Pisces will definitely be a lesson about having boundaries in whatever area of life Saturn is transiting in your chart. If you want to know what house Saturn is transiting, check your birth chart. All you need is your birthday, birth time, and where you live. Not where you live, excuse me, where you were born. And you can find that out. If you want to look at your birth chart, I recommend astro.com. So for Pisces, the keywords we have are spirituality, sensitivity, empathy, compassion, healing, mysticism, intuition, dreams. Pay attention to your dreams during this time. I do feel that will be quite big in general. But my favorite word associated with Pisces is surrender, and the ability to have faith and trust in the unseen. I really do value that quality of Pisces. So during this time, I do feel that Saturn will bring a lot more structure and discipline to our emotions in a way, how we associate with our emotions, and being more diligent with checking in with our emotions. This is on an individual level. I'm sure collectively we will be experiencing some type of change in our perception of reality, needing to really understand the difference between what is real and what is not, and getting clear on how we perceive things, and ensuring that we're not being kind of put in this facade or willingly allowing ourselves to be deceived. Because another shadow side, I would say, of Pisces is that naivety, or that ability to just have rose-colored glasses. Pisces is a very romantic sign, as Venus is exalted in this sign. So it's a very soft and gentle energy with Pisces. So Saturn is definitely going to kind of provide that container for the water of Pisces. I want to say it's going to be able to provide a structure to hold all the emotionality going on through this time. So I did want to also add that Saturn will put more emphasis on having some type of daily routine, or some type of scheduled routine of some sort that helps you to connect with yourself and with your own sense of faith, asking you to get clear on what faith means to you, what spirituality means to you, and how you feel connected, how you feel connected. What's your idea of faith, and getting clear on that. So like I said, with this transit, it is going to affect everyone differently depending on their rising sign and what house Saturn will be transiting. So I do want to say, with a couple more minutes, might take examples. So if Saturn is transiting your first house, let's say you're a Pisces rising. Quick side note, I'm an Aquarius rising, but I'm like late degrees Aquarius rising, like 22 degrees, I think. And so Pisces takes up a lot of my first house in different house systems, but if we're using whole sign, then probably not. Anyway, okay, if Saturn is transiting your first house, it'll really ask you to have very clear, strong boundaries, okay? Because if you have Pisces rising, boundaries are important. To not overextend, to not overly give, to not drain yourself trying to help another person. Okay, very clear on your sense of identity, getting clear on who you are as a person. It will kind of feel like maybe you're sorting through false layers of identities, but you will emerge on the other side with a clearer sense of who you are and a stronger foundation of yourself. So coming from me, as I just finished my Saturn transiting the first house, be prepared for big changes, okay? But you got it if you have that in the first house. But let's say Saturn is transiting your fifth house, the house of creativity, pleasure, fun, love, children. This will probably bring some challenges in your ability to express yourself, or having some type of creative blockage, or maybe for some of you, if you are trying to have children, it could bring up some type of extra added responsibility in that area of life, or some type of delayed, like it may delay that process in some way. But this is also helping you to connect more deeply with your sense of faith, with your ability to surrender and release any type of self-doubt or limiting beliefs that keep you from being able to really connect with a deeper sense of creativity or a deeper sense of faith in this area of life. Let's say it's transiting your 10th house, the house of career. You may really start to feel called to either make a career shift or do something that's more aligned with your passions, what inspires you, maybe connecting to an old dream or having a new vision of your life, and that requires some type of shift in your livelihood, especially in regard to how you contribute to society. And this may lead you to wanting to do something in regard to like a healing profession, whether that be actually going to be in the medical field, or you could just want to do alternative healing techniques. It could really go anyway, but that's all I really wanted to cover for the most part. Very impromptu video, okay? We love improvising. Okay, so that's what I have. This transit, like I said, it will depend on what house it's transiting in your chart, but it will affect lots of personal growth. It will emphasize personal growth, as all these transits usually do. But that's what I have for you guys. Please remember to leave it a like, subscribe, and let me know in the comments how it resonates and what house Saturn is transiting in your chart, and maybe I could provide a little bit of insight if I see those comments. But yeah, really excited. Hope you guys enjoy and have a great Saturn and Pisces transit. We all deserve goodness, so let's get through these challenges and come out on the other side stronger. That's right. Okay, so see you guys in your readings. Popping in just to say, I wanted to quickly add that Saturn in Pisces will also really ask us to face any escapist tendencies, really get in tune to why we want to run away from certain issues or problems that may pop up in our lives, and how we can be more grounded in our approach to any practical issues that we may face. So again, enjoy your reading and let me know how it resonates. See you very soon. Hello, group 1, and welcome to your reading about what Saturn has in store for you for these next couple of years, 3 to be exact. So I have these cards here, this tarot deck, forgetting the name of it, the Mystical Moments Tarot, and I wanted to get one card just to get an overall vibe or energy of this transit for you. So let's go ahead and jump in and get this reading started for you, group 1. So please, divine, for group 1, what is the energy of this Saturn and Pisces transit, please? What is the energy for group 1 of this transit? Group 1. I love that. Oh my gosh, the Sun and the Ace of Cups. This feels like a breath of fresh air. And that's kind of interesting to me because Saturn is not a planet that we would usually rejoice in having visit us, but for some reason I feel like this is a time of culmination, as if Saturn is bringing you gifts for working on something you've been working on. I feel like this is a time of really seeing your seeds grow, seeing a lot of fulfillment in this time period, a lot of focus on what brings you fulfillment, on what makes you feel alive. a lot of clarity and perceptiveness. I feel the energy is quite nice. Maybe getting a time to take a step back and really review how much you have gotten done, and honoring the work that it's taken to get you far. I also see a bit of focus on health as well with the sun, and trying to get some sort of revitalization or some type of healing underway with you, group one. Health seems to be quite big for this time, especially with Saturn being in Pisces. There could be some focus there. But this is a really nice start. I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting such a powerful card to pop up, but this feels good. And to be reminded that Pisces is their traditional ruler is Jupiter, which is expansive, enlivening energy. It's jovial, it's exciting, it's fun. So I do feel like this period of time is going to open you up to new horizons, or at least try to put you in positions of feeling more alive. So very nice start. Let's get a bit more specific. Sorry about that, group one. With these oracle cards that have been pre-shuffled for you. So for you, we have adjacent possibilities. Makes sense with the sun card here. Mending card 52. Magic Guardian, unlock the magic within. And I kind of feel like maybe some of you, if you have recently had surgery or if you're having surgery, that I do feel like it will go well, but the healing process might take a bit more time than you may expect. That won't be for everyone, I'm sure, but we also have the card of courage. Card number 29, the World. Reversed. Full moon, surrender to the divine. Card number 40, sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron in the reverse. And all that glitters, card number 16. We have a mixed bag here, group one. And I want to say for you, this is a really big time of cultivating some confidence here. A really big time of you really feeling worthy of all that is being attracted to you, and making sure that you're really boosting your sense of self-worth and giving yourself enough attention. And I want to say to be sure not to outsource this attention or this validation or this reassurance from other people at this time. It feels very healing, especially internally, regarding your confidence and your self-esteem. So this will be really important, especially if you are trying to make any career advancements over the next couple of years, which I'm sure for group one, it feels like there's a lot of momentum or some type of activation of your true potential to cultivate a life of prosperity and security. That feels very important over these couple of years, and those are definitely Saturnian words of really fortifying a foundation for yourself that you can build upon, and that is stable and that won't somehow collapse over time. I really am seeing a big emphasis on seeing things clearly, not being in some type of fog or doubting yourself or second guessing what you know to be true, because I do feel that there's a lot of opportunities, and you need to be sure to not be drawn in by false pretenses, or be sure that you're not being too drawn into what's new, or not reading the fine print, I want to say. And this could be dealing with people, but also maybe I'm hearing like new gadgets or like a new technology that may be coming. Being sure that you are knowing your limits, knowing what's real, what's not, because I do feel like the veil between what's real and what's not may be a little blurred, and it's going to be important that you have a strong sense of what you value, so that you don't lose sight of what your long-term goal is, because so many things are kind of coming about. And I also want to say, if you do find that there are some things that inevitably have to be let go of, let's say you have to leave a certain location, or you have to move away, or that you have to end some type of contract or a relationship, or something ends, something that's out of your control happens to where you have to kind of readjust. I am seeing that to really try not to resist these changes, or mainly to not limit your perspective of how things can transform in your life. Because I am seeing with this adjacent possibilities, like there are a couple of doors closed. So I feel that over these next few years, there could be some things that you may be hoping for, and they may not come exactly in the way that you are expecting it to. Like you have this idea of how like a step-by-step plan may be going, but I'm getting just this feeling of needing to be more expansive in your view, being more open, and allowing yourself to just trust in the unfolding, especially with the surrender to the divine. There is something about trusting, not faltering, and especially not giving your power away in any dynamic or situation. It's a really big time and emphasis on you really standing true to yourself, advocating for yourself, speaking up for yourself. Because with the sun, it just feels like whatever has been hidden is coming to light. And what you do with this newfound information, it can help you to heal, but it can also lead to some type of stagnation to where you may feel a bit defeated, or you settle for what seemingly looks good, but underneath the surface may not be what's best for you. And it's time to really get confident enough to move away from that behavior of maybe wanting to settle because you have some type of fear that you won't be able to get exactly what it is that you desire. There's some type of breaking free from limitations, or breaking free from this idea of how far you can go. There is that limitation here. I'm feeling like some type of restriction around your idea of who you can be, of how far you can go. It's like when you look for these opportunities, when you utilize the resources that are given to you appropriately, you will find that there's a lot more that you can do than if you were to go about things in a familiar way. This All That Glitters keeps bringing me back. Asking yourself why you want the things that you do want. And if it is some type of fame or status, or some type of position that you're working to get, ensure that it is not for the purpose of I can't tell you actually. Just make sure that your values align with your goals, and so that you are not going towards things that have this idea of bringing some sort of happiness or attention, but not really having something sustainable behind it. I'm definitely getting some sustainability vibes, or like some messages about ensuring the things that you invest in are sustainable. And that goes for relationships, not just, investing in someone because they have things that you want, or they look a certain way. Or I'm really seeing to dig beneath the surface, and also not just with other people, but it's time to also dig beneath the surface within yourself, and really getting a clear idea of what things you have not fully let go of. What are you still wanting closure on? What are you still clinging on to? What are you fearful of losing? and what is behind those fears. Really trying to uncover the truth of your desires and the truth of what are you really afraid of, so that as you address these fears, you unlock new potential. You unlock some new insight to how you can overcome this fear, how you can approach the situation with more dignity, more respect for yourself and others, and choosing what is right for you despite any objections or opinions that are not helpful to your own outlook on life. Yeah, there's a big emphasis on your outlook on life, your perspective, the people you surround yourself with, the things you invest into. Your career could definitely be shifting in some way. You could be trying to move somewhere. And this is going to affect your whole life, essentially. So be on the lookout for those things. I do want to get some tarot to clarify a bit more on what's going on for you, group 1. But it definitely does feel prosperous. It feels like this is a really big time for you to get clear on your direction ahead and freeing yourself up of some type of restriction or limitation that's been long held. Recognizing your true limits and letting go of those that have only stifled you unnecessarily. But I want to get more detailed. It feels very vague right now, and I need some details. Can we get more about these changes, what's going on, the theme for them in this transit? Saturn, Pisces. Yeah, with the world. I'm telling you, group 1, there is some type of something going on. It definitely feels like a lot more financial security with some type of plan in place. I do feel this is a big time of you. I don't know, for some of you, I do feel like you're getting some type of attention with the world. You're traveling, you're making these connections with people. This could be some of you guys' Saturn return, or this is just a time of receiving some long held gifts from the universe. I want to get all the cards first, but it feels a lot like you're really securing your foundation. You're getting very independent, trying to definitely get some financial independence here. I'm seeing that very clearly, making sure that you're investing into the right things and maybe trying to understand what you need to invest into. I'm really ignoring this 3 of Cups here. So there could be some type of relationships you're trying to move away from, or you're trying to break away from some type of dynamic with people. And with the 3 of Cups, I usually love this card, but I don't know if I'm getting the best of vibes. I'm gonna be honest, because it kind of makes me think of those songs, or just in general, I love songs, so they immediately come to my mind. But when you start to get some type of success, you start to see behind people's, it's like you see behind the mask that they've been wearing. And I feel like you're kind of getting clear on who is really there for you and who is only trying to mooch, I want to say, or maybe some hidden envy. I don't want to like put you guys on defense or on guard unnecessarily. This can only be for some of you. Only take it if it resonates. I feel like you would know already. Or maybe, hey, just be mindful of the company that you keep with this card, the 3 of Cups reverse, but also being sure that you're not overindulging, being sure that you're not trying to escape from any of your issues through some type of addictive pattern that may pop up. With the 3 of Cups, it makes me just think of overindulgence reversed. Maybe too much alcohol, too much partying, too much food, not really paying attention to responsibilities because you're trying to escape them. I'm seeing a need to balance that out and really focus on cultivating, some long-standing sustainable success for you in whatever way success means for you. But I'm specifically seeing financial security being something that is of key importance during this transit. But yeah, there could be some type of promotion that you're getting, or some type of dream that you're pursuing. Very interesting. Can we get more? Wow, this is, I love this reading. Strength, okay, with courage and magic guardian, it really makes me think that you're tapping into some type of untapped potential. You're really cultivating new opportunities, especially financially. I'm seeing some health here, maybe trying to implement some daily routines that help to improve your health, focusing on your body, moving your body, exercising more. A lot of emphasis on your health, I feel, and your well-being, and trying to move away from some overindulgence or move away from some type of pattern of habit that's not good for your body or that's not good for you. It feels very empowering this time for you, group 1. And I wonder what house Saturn is transiting for you. If you check your birth chart, please let me know in the comments below what house you have Pisces in and where that's transiting in your chart. You just need to know your rising sign. But yeah, this feels very prosperous. It's the main word I get. You see all this yellow here. It's like bringing forth new growth, a lot of abundance and success and illumination. I feel you're seeing things clearly. You're really focusing on yourself, it feels, and that may be a bit, I don't know why the word annoying came up, but it may ruffle some feathers of some of the people that you probably, it feels like you could be very nurturing in some way, or you have people who depend on you in some way, and there's a lot of, it's like you attract a lot. You attract a lot very easily at that, and people around you could also benefit from that by just being associated with you. But I'm seeing that you're being more clear about who you want around you, being more clear about these boundaries, I feel. Yes, Saturn with the boundaries. Saturn with boundaries. I feel those boundaries here. Very much in your safe space. I do feel like you're creating a lot right now. I feel that sometimes you may be in this vibe of wanting to move in silence. It's just a lot of self-improvement, growth, and really focusing on how you can level up in whatever avenues that you're working on, making new connections, especially in your career. I don't know why career keeps coming up, but it's definitely giving some career vibes. One more, please, for group 1. Okay, that's not just one, but now we're getting to the meat. I get a bit spoiled for choice, being very clear about what it is that you want. Yeah, but there is, very interesting. Yeah, be mindful of the company that you keep. Definitely have those boundaries. Be clear in any type of work that you're doing, any type of collaborations that you're having. Be clear on your boundaries. Persevere through any of the challenges that may be coming up for you. But I am seeing to not be distracted by what looks good. Definitely look behind the guys. Look behind whatever. It's like dig deeper into what people are presenting to you. Look deeper at any legal documents that you have to sign. Just be sure that you know what you're getting yourself into, and continue to apply yourself in whatever you're doing, and to not allow your thoughts to lead you down this rabbit hole of doubt and worry. But we are getting into some emotional things here. There we go. I knew it. Yeah, it's definitely underneath the surface. I feel like you're dealing with this on your own. There's some worry, okay? I don't know what this worry is about. What are you worried about? For some of you, it is your health. But I get these vibes of like there's some type of vitality coming back. There's some movement coming back. Maybe going to get some help with that. I'm thinking like a physician, going to the doctor, making sure you're checking up on your health, if you do have any concerns about that. Just taking care of yourself overall, because I do feel that there is, with this Page of Cups, some type of for some of you, maybe you do like emotionally eat, or like, this very specific. If it doesn't resonate, please don't take it, okay? But there's like, you like physical comfort with emotional oh my gosh, I'm sorry for the noise in the background, you guys. Let me pause the video and I'll come back when it's over. Okay. Sorry about that, group one. Lots came through though. I want to say I was saying, be mindful of your emotions at this time. Especially trying to escape your emotions. I do feel some escapism coming up here. Alright, because there seems to be something really weighing you down, something stressing you out, some anxiety, maybe even some I really feel mainly it's anxiety right there. And it could be attached to a lot of stress that you may be under, because there is a lot of success and opportunities for success that are coming through. But I feel like, this is kind of more so about you not overwhelming yourself, you not putting yourself in a position where you're stuck. Yeah, it's a lot about finding that clarity, getting more outside of your mind, moving that energy through your body, finding some ways of releasing that energy outside of you, and just recognizing that you don't have to take what you don't want. You don't have to take every opportunity that's given to you. You don't have to subject yourself to a uncomfortable situation just because you feel as if this is the only way to get to where you're trying to go. I just get the vibe of don't settle in this energy, because I feel that if you do, or if you allow yourself to be drawn into certain situations that look good but aren't good for you, and this could be a living situation, this could be a relationship, this could be a job position. I really feel there are a lot of things coming through with this All That Glitters card. Taking time to really get clear about what will bring you a sense of fulfillment, and what will help you to nurture growth and expansion within your own life, but also helping you to feel that you are supported, and that you have what you need to care for yourself, that you're not feeling super dependent on anyone or anything outside of you, and that you're not kind of allowing yourself to give your freedom away, or give your some type of autonomy away, like subjecting yourself to a legal document. I feel some type of sponsorship. I don't know what this is. It's like, don't tie yourself down to any situation, because I do feel like Saturn will teach you a lesson about that. Saturn will come through with those lessons. So definitely trust your intuition and get clear. It feels like clarity is so important. So having some type of everyday practice, some daily routine, some meditation. Meditation will be good with Saturn and Pisces. Some type of a devotional practice will help you to clear out these energies, because it's like they're on the outskirts. These energies here on the outskirts, don't let them distract you from what's going on. It's like, bring that energy back here, okay? Root yourself, ground yourself in what you know to be true, and focus on your priorities. Really focus on what's helping you to stay grounded, because these energies are ungrounded. So yeah, let's find that balance here. Let's not go to our extremes. I definitely feel it's like a battle of extremes, in trying to cultivate some type of middle ground to where you feel secure and supported. But overall, this is pretty good, group one. So yeah, we have Card number 22 here with yin yang. Okay, so it's definitely very important to find that balance between resting and working, or resting and trying to create things in your life, and definitely making sure you're checking in with any confidence issues that you may have, because having courage and confidence is key in this time of life, and it's going to help you to really make the moves necessary to get you to where you're trying to go. Okay, so let's do some closing messages for you, group 1. Let me know how it's resonating in the comments below, and let me know what you're looking forward to with this transit. I'm really excited to hear. And if you are enjoying, please remember to leave it a like and subscribe as well. It helps me a lot. So let's see, final messages for group 1. Awakening to divine love. This is a big time of resurrection. Okay, I want to say this is a big time of illumination. When this card comes out, expect monumental changes in your life, and also you have to contribute to these changes. You have to show up each and every day and decide what you're going to do, recognizing that you're not the passenger in life. You are the driver, okay? And you have to decide how things will go. You have to decide what decisions you will make and how you will make them, and not falling victim to any old patterns or habits that keep you in this cycle of perpetual doubt, perpetual discomfort and pain that are unnecessary to your journey in life. With Saturn, I really feel like you get to choose the suffering. Sometimes we have no control over what we go through, but there's also times when we choose to be suffering in ways that we don't need to be suffering. So be sure that you are releasing any of that unnecessary suffering. You know, choose your battles wisely, and don't take on what isn't good for you. Take that time out to really sort through, and bring your attention to yourself. Now's a big time of that. Maybe you're traveling and having these experiences, okay, but yeah, big energies. You could have a test of faith during this time as well. Saturn and Pisces could definitely bring you more in tune with your faith here. And I was saying to implement a daily devotional practice, especially with this strength card. I definitely feel for you, group 1, to always come back to some type of center. Have something in place for you to really clear your head. There are big things happening in your life over the next couple of years, group 1. You'll see it for yourself. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Be prepared. But lots of changes. I do feel like you're stepping into this new position. You're being seen in some way. Your talents, your skills being utilized, okay? And it's time to really step up and allow yourself to heal through experiencing new situations and loving yourself through this process, okay? Nurturing yourself, not giving too much away, and just opening yourself up to these expansive opportunities and being free from any limitations or restrictions that have held you back in the past. Okay, and we have invite help. And I was saying, if you need some assistance with anything, to ask for it, whether that be going to the doctor, seeing what's going on, going to a counselor or a therapist, speaking with loved ones, friends, associates, and even in your career. If you're stepping into a new position, cultivate some relationships that help you to understand this new arena, okay? It's just time to really expand and not carry all of this weight on your own, not try to figure everything out on your own. Okay, there's resources to help you out, and I just keep saying this is a big time of expansion here. Expansion, expansion, expansion. Jupiter and Saturn must be working very well with you in your chart, or there's just some transits over the next couple of years that are going to really activate these things. So be prepared. I feel like these things are already in motion, okay? You have a clear idea, or you're going to have a better idea of where you're headed, and it's going to definitely open you up to more than you expected. You may have to let go of an old idea of who you were, who you wanted to be, to expand into this new position, okay? So big energies. There we go. Courage again. Courage. Yeah, you're needing to definitely step up in some way. Okay, it's really calling on that. Jupiter's in Aries right now, so yeah, I'm thinking Jupiter and Saturn are definitely big key players right now. So, whew, that's what I have for you, Group 1. Big energy, big energy. I don't know how many times I can say it. If you're watching this around the time that I post, the summertime could be a really big time for you. Really big. Okay, this Venus retrograde in Leo could be playing some type of role in your life, as it will for everyone. But I'm thinking this is going to happen in one of your angular houses. It doesn't have to be. Let me know in the comments. I would love to know if you're really into astrology like that. I love me some astrology peeps. So what? But this is what I have for you. Thank you so much. I really appreciate you. I loved your reading. And remember to like, subscribe, share, and all the things. I appreciate it in advance. And I'll chat with you later, Group 1. Thank you. And have a great Saturn and Pisces transit. Bye. Hello, Group 2, and welcome to your reading about what's going on for you during this Saturn in Pisces transit. So I wanted to open this reading up by looking into the overall energy of this transit in your life by just pulling one card from the Mystical Moments Tarot. Okay, then we're going to get more detailed. But let's start here. Let's jump in and let's see. Please divine for Group 2. I hope I said Group 2. I think I said Group 2. Group 2. What is the main energy for them with this transit? The main energy for Group 2, please. You know, that's very interesting because I do already know some of the oracle cards that came out for you, and it's definitely giving that energy of power, of control, of foundation, sturdiness. Okay, I'm getting you being in a top dog position. I don't know what's going on for you, but it feels very self-sufficient, very oriented towards your success, okay, and gaining some type of power. I'm getting Plutonian vibes here. It's like a fixation a little bit on foundation, and I want to say just getting things in order, you really taking charge, you really being the one who is moving the pieces, I want to say. And it feels like you're in a very authoritative role. So you may be stepping up into some type of position. Maybe even for some of you, this could be you becoming a parent or you adopting, in general, whether that be a pet or a child. But outside of that, it just feels like you're taking a lot more initiative, a lot more control over the direction of your life. And Saturn in Pisces is really providing you with the structure and the understanding of what you do want to solidify, and helping you to kind of assemble the pieces into a certain structure. Or I feel structure with you. I feel like an urge to create and to really take some type of initiative or authority over something. And I feel like that's the primary energy for you during this transit, is really stepping up into your own authority, you becoming your own authority. I really feel this reading, some of you may have natally Saturn in Pisces, and it's just really asking you to be more autonomous, be more assertive, be more upfront about what it is that you are looking for, what it is that you are wanting, and what it is that you need to do to set yourself up for success. What changes do you need to make? How have you not been taking control over things in your own life that have needed your attention? And I'm also seeing with the Emperor here is to learn what things you do have control over and which aspects you don't, because that could come up as one of the tensions in this transit of you trying to control things such as people or situations dealing with other people that you really cannot do. and knowing your limits with control. But with this Nine of Pentacles on the bottom, it just feels that you're really focused on trying to secure some type of financial position or just some type of success in your life. Yeah, we have all these pentacles, the Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles. Pentacles, pentacles, pentacles. Definitely focus on this material world, whether that be your money, finances, trying to get some food, maybe even trying to build a garden. I don't know, it feels very focused on what you can attain, what you can get, and it's through some type of position that you may be trying to achieve. So let's look into these pre-shuffled oracle cards and get a bit more detail about this reading. So we have card number 32, Door to Spirit reversed, Shapeshifter. I'm trying to see how I want to set these cards up. Change. Lord, take charge with authority is definitely giving that Emperor vibe there. You see that crown? Yeah, you're coming into your power. You should see me in a crown. Okay, enlightenment. Poised. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. I'm gonna switch these two around. That feels a bit more natural. Yeah, there's some type of I get fixed energy, but also like cardinal. And I want to name off some signs that could be important, whether in your birth chart, or whenever planets move into these signs, or just people that you may know with these signs could be important. But I'm just gonna name them and then we're gonna get more into the reading, but I have to go and say it. I'm getting Scorpio, I'm getting Capricorn, Aries, a little bit of Aquarius, just a tad. Those are the main signs I'm getting right now. Those are very prominent to me at this time. Very focused on a goal, getting a strategy in place, and allowing for things to open up to you. I want to say, especially in the realm of your career. This feels very career focused, very centered on career. And you could be drawn to another group with this energy, but don't know which one, to be completely honest with you. It does feel like some type of elevation. I'm getting some type of you aligning with some type of goal. And I do want to say, group, to be mindful that you don't start to overly focus on attaining material or attaining some type of power, or getting too focused on the power that you are gaining, because you could lose sight of the bigger picture, or you could lose sight of some type of spiritual meaning behind things. Definitely getting some Plutonian vibes. Pluto is moving into Aquarius as well, so outside of that, I'm definitely feeling that there's some type of transformation going on within you that's really boosting your confidence, or boosting your ability to really see a vision outside of your current circumstances. And I do feel like it's been a long struggle. There's been a lot of setbacks, or there's been a lot of delays or hardships that you've had to face, and it's been a very slow process. Maybe there's been some difficulty in your finances as well over the years. There's been a lot of changes and turmoil within your career. It just feels like it's been a long time of burden, and that you've been carrying a lot. And I do feel like now's the time of really trying to understand how you can shift your position, because I do feel like there's an emphasis on you attaining some type of position, or coming into this level of power. Power seems to be such a big word for you. group 2, you really having power over how your life goes. I don't know if that's going to be a main focus for you, but it really feels that way. And I do see that there needs to be some type of shedding of, I don't know if you're still in a current position that you're not enjoying, but it kind of feels like you are at this crossroads of having to decide which direction you are going to go in. And I want to say that there could be a bit of resistance to changing a certain dynamic, especially in your career or in your life purpose, or how you get the resources you need to sustain your life. I do feel like it's a big focus on really getting firm, really making sure that you have a budget, some type of long-term plan about where you're going. Because I do get this like wanting to break free, wanting to do your own thing. Maybe this is even starting your own business or entrepreneur vibes. I feel there's this look in his eyes. Okay, I feel like with these eyes, like you're getting some type of idea that you're wanting to implement. And I do want to say it's in regard to your own freedom. It's like you're wanting to be freed from something, especially if you have been in a certain position for a long time. If you are not feeling like your career life is a main priority for you right now, I'm really not sure if this reading will resonate with you, because that's the primary vibe I'm getting. It's just a lot of focus on your career. So you could have Pisces in like your 10th house, or maybe even your 4th house or 6th house. I just get a lot of focus on what you do and how you want to change what you do, and how maybe you're not as fulfilled as you would like to be in. Perhaps you have your own thing going on right now, but you've had to close out a chapter of what you initially started doing first. Maybe for some of you, you also are in the realm of spiritual work, and you're trying to understand how you can move on from a certain from certain things that you produce, or how you can feel more aligned with your work is what I feel. How you can feel more connected to your work, and what changes need to be made, what talents or gifts need to be cultivated or refined in order to step into this new role. Maybe you need to take some time to yourself to get a team in order, or hire some people. It feels very structural, like you needing to really take time to plan out how you're going to develop this what do they call those? Kingdom. Not a kingdom, dynasty. I don't know. It feels like you're wanting something long lasting. You're wanting generational success. Like, it's deep. Okay, it's deep. And I really want to get some tarot to uncover a bit more about these changes, these ideas, this shift in perspective, this shift in your mindset. And I feel like your energy is a bit different. Like you're approaching people, you're approaching situations, and I just feel like your whole demeanor is kind of shifting and changing into one of more assertiveness, of reassurance, of confidence, of being able to really be clear about what it is you want. And if you are wanting some type of raise or promotion, now would be a really good time of doing what you need to do, setting up a resume if you were trying to find a new position, just really backing yourself up. One second, y'all, please. I need to take a sip of water. Yeah, with this door to spirit reversed, it's like I hear come back to center, like come back to your reason why. Like, why do I want this? Why did I start this venture in the first place? what was the intention? What are my intentions? Is what I'm doing aligning with my vision for my own life? Am I fulfilled? What does a meaningful life look like to me? How can I cultivate that? What people do I need to get into contact with? What moves do I have to make? It feels very cerebral, almost like sobering. I even want to say it feels very Saturnian as well. Like I definitely feel that structure and that power in that yeah, definitely Saturnian vibes. I want to get the tarot, so let's jump into that. So let's see, all this focus on work, and maybe there is some relationship here as well that could be called, I keep using the word cultivated, that could be created, or let's just get into it, please. Okay, let's get into it. Group 2 with this transit, please define what messages for them with this transit. An obsession with work a little bit, okay? I want to say with the Nine of Pentacles reverse, it's like sometimes you do need to take a step back, allow things to grow, have patience, to not allow insecurity to keep you in this workaholic energy, because I do feel like that will create some type of confusion about your path forward. And I am seeing a more slow and steady approach, maybe better, that honors your wishes and your dreams, but you are allowing things to move at the pace that they are supposed to. With the Nine of Pentacles as well, it could go both ways, where you are obsessed with work or obsessed with achieving something or getting things done. Maybe even having some perfectionistic qualities coming up for you during this time. Or this could be an inability to really get the motivation to move forward, or not feeling as if your efforts are being recognized. You could be vacillating between the two as well. Like, it doesn't have to be one or the other. It can be both. It could be like workaholic to just feeling burnt out and not wanting to continue to invest in something that is taking a long time to manifest for you. But let's get these cards out. Very interesting, group 2. High Priestess. So yeah, for some of you, you could be doing spiritual work, or you could be really deepening your relationship with a higher power or the divine. And I do feel like it's asking for you to getting Piscean energy here, like Saturn and Pisces, like balancing those two energies, because let me get the cards. I do feel a bit of restlessness, like there is an ability to burn out and maybe not take care of yourself in the way that is beneficial to you. Maybe you start neglecting some relationships. Let's get the cards. Let's get the cards. Let's get the cards. Group 2, please. Interesting. Yeah, for some of you could be becoming parents. That's very true. Or maybe you're already a parent. I already know your reading's about to be a little juicy. Okay, group 2, a little juicy. Yeah, I definitely feel like you could have been drawn to another group. Can we get one more? For group 2. Definitely drawn to another group. Overall, it looks pretty good. Okay, looks pretty good. But there is some stress here that's really getting to you, some fears, some anxieties, not really knowing what to do. Oh my gosh, they're rooted deep. You could be taking action out of fear as well, which is the caution. Saturn is also that fear comes with Saturn. We have the Nine of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay, Okay, I'm getting very powerful energy. Who are you, group 2? Who are you? Let me know. I need to know who is group 2. This energy is strong, very strong energy. You are a force to be reckoned with. Okay. I want to say, okay, yeah, I want to know what your relationships look like at this time, because it feels like the main priority right now. I feel like first of all is going to be career. Your career, top of mind. It's mainly what you're going to be working on these next couple of years. But there is something going on with family or in relationships, okay? And it could be a lot to kind of balance. Work-life balance seems to be a really big message here, and also having time to sit back and uncover what's really driving your motives, what's driving you forward, what is your intention, and what is the subconscious beliefs that are kind of leading you in a certain direction. Because this will to success, this wanting for material abundance in this lineage of fruitfulness, I feel I kind of want to say there's some generational issue behind it. Like, excuse me, group, and 2, it's almost like I want to say that there could be, like, you could be the beginning of a generation's wealth. Like, you could be the one who is really making strong moves in the direction of having long-standing abundance. And this is kind of giving you like a surge of power or a boost. But I do want to say there is some fears that may creep up, like a fear of losing, a fear of loss. And it's really important you take time to ensure that you're not clinging on too much to an idea of what something should look like, to where you may miss opportunities. Also be mindful of your sleeping. If you are waking up throughout the night periodically, have a cup of tea. Really take time to nurture yourself. Have a bath. I'm seeing water, there's a lot of masculine energy here, so I'm definitely seeing like stay hydrated, making sure you're taking time to nurture yourself and to just flow, let go, not be so focused on deadlines, due dates, okay? Bringing that focus back into reflection and introspection, and making sure that you are balancing out your needs, because not only do you need stability, security, foundation, food, shelter, all those things, yes, but you also need love, connection, self-awareness, fulfillment in other avenues, not just through your career success. So to be sure that you are investing into relationships that invest back into you and not neglecting the people who are helping you along this journey. I do want to say that you could meet a very significant person during this period of time over the next 3 years that could be very monumental in helping you to cultivate these successful events throughout your life, whether that be a partner that you find. I'm really getting strong partner vibes. Or there could be a new addition in the family. I'm getting some type of new addition, whether that be you newly being added to a company, you being added to some type of program, you having children. I just feel like some additional responsibilities. Yeah, in general, there are responsibilities coming in, but there are going to be seeds that can be sown, and you're going to have to invest into these things. And I do feel with all these beautiful cards, 9 of Pentacles, 9 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Empress, it's like fruitfulness, bounty, fecundity, all these good things. But there can be an obsession behind this fruitfulness, and you have to be mindful of that because it could steer you down the wrong path to where you may sacrifice key and core values just to continue to have this overflow of abundance, when the main way to get that is by following what is true to you and following what is truly valuable to you, and not sacrificing that out of a fear of losing or feeling like this is what I must do to achieve what I need. Very interesting, group 2, very interesting. That 9 of Swords is very intense as well, and I want to say it's connected here. Your dreams, be mindful of your dreams. Take note of your dreams, especially with the moon, High Priestess. Yes, even when you're sitting in silence, be mindful of the thoughts that come up and address them. It's going to be very important that you do that. And if you are having any like problems with any like ailments or any pain, I want to say maybe try alternative healing therapies. Acupuncture came to my mind. That doesn't have to be for everybody, that's so specific. But I want to say find some way to decompress, because like I said, this feels like a very boss energy here, and I want to say that can be exhausting. It can be exhausting, especially with the Knight of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. I'm getting some exhaustion, some burnout a little bit, and part of the Saturn and Pisces transit is trying to help you to understand how to balance that, how to overcome fears around your security, around your abundance, around finances in general, helping you to get more grounded and stable in that area of life, and helping you to get more grounded and stable in your career. And perhaps that may come through some type of crisis. And actually, I don't even want to say a crisis. I just feel like it's going to be like big changes. But fortunate changes, if you allow your mind to be open to what can come from these changes, and if you do not resist certain changes, because I do feel there's a lot of attraction with you, group 2. Lots of things. You feel like a magnet, and now's not a time of sitting pretty and thinking that things are just going to come to you. It's time to take action. It's time to really get out there and make your life what you want it to be, and opening up to new experiences for sure. Finding true independence in this time. True independence. Really focusing on that independence. But let's see what else is coming through. Let me know how it's resonating in the comments, please. I would love to know. What else? Yeah, I really want to say, group 2, are you not drawn to another group? Like, it's too similar. It's too similar. Anyway, we have expansiveness and divine love. So yeah, there seems to be some type of attachment to an idea of how something should go, and it's needing to really open up and allow for things to change. It's like stretch, give yourself the room to grow, and not be limited to a certain aspect of life. And with this inner child card, it's making me think, like, if you are wanting to have some type of new addition, whether it be an actual child, or maybe you had a child recently, or a new pet or something, I'm seeing, it's time to really balance out your life to accommodate these new additions. But yeah, it does feel like a time of really growth. A time of growth and opening up and being open to the surprises that will come in, and having some type of Saturn and Pisces makes me think like being more structured and disciplined in some type of faith, having faith, developing faith, and also having fun. Give yourself that time to nurture your needs and being mindful of the synchronicities and signs, because with the High Priestess, I do feel like there could be some type of synchronicities that are like too hard to miss. Yeah, like it will be really hard to not see. I feel like this is a time of like collective awakening. Like we all are up leveling in some way, and it's going to be very, very big for you to take some time out to dedicate to that. Like I was saying, big on finding the individuality and freedom right now, being an individual, really getting self-sufficient, and feeling comfortable in that, being free from any old resentments or blockages that may be preventing you from really attaining a level of success that you're wanting, letting go of fears or limitations that hold you back from really taking action in ways that you know are necessary. Yeah, sacrificing some type of idea of what your life should look like, and just allowing things to, oh, there we go, obsessions. There is some type of obsession I was feeling, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, group two. I'm really going really fast. Whew, why is that? Why am I going so fast? Yeah, slow down. Slow down, group two. In whatever you want to do, have patience. Have patience. And know that you are extraordinary. I'm saying, like, let me know who you are in the comments, because goodness, like, I just feel like the readings I've been doing for people, you guys are on a next level. You guys are doing something. I'm really glad to be channeling this type of energy, because whoa. Okay, but now's the time of really recognizing who you are. Okay, stepping into that, not being limited by who you used to be. You are not that anymore. No more, no more, no more. Be free, transform, allow this transformation, release the doubts and the fears, okay? And come back to now. Stay here, stay present. Don't try to get too far ahead. Don't even waste your energy looking back on the past. Use the wisdom from the past and apply it to right now, okay? Making sure you have a daily practice. That goes for everybody in this reading, I feel. And being open to the expansiveness of this energy. Whew. Oh, that was a lot of energy, group two. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know what I said half this reading. I just know it was very career focused, okay? So definitely getting boss energy, boss moves. Let me know in the comments if that resonates with you, if you've been very focused on your career. Let me know how you're doing. Leave it a like if you enjoyed, subscribe, and I really wish you the best on this Saturn and Pisces journey, okay? I'm excited to see how everything goes. You should be excited. These cards are pretty nice. Just be mindful of those fears and those doubts that may come up, okay? But yeah, let me head on to group three, okay? And that's what I have for you, group two. See you later. Bye. Hello, group three, and welcome to your Saturn and Pisces transit reading. So I wanted to open this reading up by looking into the Tarot of Mystical Moments, just to pull one card to get an overall theme for this period of time in your life. Then we're going to get more detailed with the oracle cards in tarot, but I did want to start here, and something's really making me want to pull this top card off just to see. And we have the Star. Very, very beautiful card this makes me think of a time of healing and really coming to a sense of understanding of who you are at the core over these periods of time. And it may take some type of difficulty. Of course, we're talking about Saturn, but let's get into this reading. Group three. For group three, please, Divine, what is the overall energy of this transit for group three, please? Overall energy. Ooh. Refreshing. Very beautiful energy. We have the Empress card. Very nurturing, very I'm getting the word fecundity. It feels soothing, a very soothing energy. So group 3, I'm getting a couple of messages here with the Empress. Starting off, I do feel now's a big time of either becoming your own mother, really nurturing yourself and treating yourself as if you were your own child. Maybe you're having some really close encounters with female figures, or there could be a really important woman that you meet over the course of these 3 years that'll make a change in the course of your life. Maybe there's something dealing with your own mother or some mother wounds that you may be healing. I'm getting a lot with this card, but it does feel as if you are expanding your understanding of what empathy feels like to you, what comfort is to you, what safety means to you, and feeling more safe within yourself, feeling more safe within your own body, maybe healing some wounds that have been physically caused to your body, or just some trauma that has occurred, and you're kind of releasing that through some type of body work. I am thinking of like that book, The Body Keeps the Score. And if you've experienced a lot of people crossing your boundaries, or just you having to really ensure that you are placing healthy boundaries to protect yourself, I do feel like it's a time of really getting clear on how you can nurture yourself. And for some of you, this may involve you actually conceiving, or some type of new addition in your family, but I do feel like this is a birth of a new you in general, and you're going to be feeling really creative over these couple of years, and this creativity is going to help you to open up your mind to a new way of experiencing the world, and really helping you to walk away from what hasn't been fulfilling you, maybe walking away from some bad habits, addictions, obsessions even, or just some toxic patterns or relationships that have been holding you back from really seeing your true value. And I'm definitely getting some improved self-esteem, some improved self-worth here, and I am getting something about a mother figure, so there could be something going on with that for sure, or some type of authority figure in your life, or someone you perceive as an authority figure. Maybe there's something going on in the next couple of years with those themes. So I get really healing energy with the Empress card. I'm gonna say it feels very soothing and calm, but I want to say this is what you're going to be working towards. This is not going to be, yeah, I feel like you're walking towards this path here. I want to keep those 2 cards out. Let's look into your oracle cards now to get a bit more. So we have security. I was talking about feeling a lot more secure within yourself primarily. We have attachment. Snake, shed old skin. I'm gonna have to rearrange these cards. Group 3, we have come to the edge, card number 36. And new moon in Capricorn, your hard work is paying off. So I will say, group 3, I'm already seeing there's going to be some rearranging of your life because the cards here, I always am mindful of how I set up the cards, because I do feel like that plays a factor into the energy of the reading, and I'm having a hard time trying to figure out how I want to lay these cards out. And I do feel there's some type of a readjustment period in you having to really let go of some idea of what you're familiar with, because I do feel like there's some type of attachment holding you back from really what you could be experiencing, really holding you back from your fullest potential, or keeping you from recognizing what your full potential is. And I'm still rearranging the cards. So over the next 3 years, for sure, I'm getting overwhelmed. Group 3, I don't want to scare you. These challenging times are definitely helping you to find security within yourself, because I do feel that whatever you try to outsource comfort from, it's going to prove to be unsustainable as a source of comfort and security. And I'm seeing a big focus of you needing to find that within yourself and to harvest some type of talent or skill within that has been a bit dormant. But I do feel that it's going to help you to create a lot more fulfillment and abundance around you. And particularly financially, this could be dealing with you trying to figure out your life purpose as well, getting more clear about your direction in life over the next couple of years. It feels like a whole process of transformation. I don't think, of course, lots of changes happen over a course of a few months, but I do feel with all this butterfly imagery, even the dragonfly, the snake, these, I want to say animals, they symbolize a transformative period of life, and particularly one that is really trying to set you free from something. As we see this chain here in this attachment card, I think you're attached to a certain identity. Maybe you have a certain position in life, or there's a certain interest or an art that you partake in that you pour a lot into, and you've kind of created some type of identity around it. And I do feel that Saturn's going to have something pop up in your life that will get you to reestablish your sense of self and get you to establish a firmer foundation of who you truly are, and help you to open up to new experiences that maybe you would turn away from if you were not forced into positions of growth opportunities. You know, I do feel like this is a huge time of growth, and it's going to be uncomfortable. It is not going to be roses and sunshine, roses and sunshine, but I will say that it will help you to get to this position of seeing your own inner light and allowing that to shine from within to outside of you and bring you some type of success. And I do feel towards the end of the transit, you will start to see your work pay off massively, like a windfall of opportunities and more gratitude for the challenges and hardships that you did have to face during the transit, and recognizing how it had established a stronger sense of belonging and understanding of who you are and what you truly want in this life. I do feel for you, group 3. Yeah, it feels comforting though, in a way. I do feel you will be provided with assistance. This isn't a time of just, you being distraught and left out to the wolves. I do feel like this is divinely orchestrated in some way. These things don't happen to us because the universe is malevolent in some way. I do feel like they're benevolent. They are working for our highest good. And sometimes our highest good is to encounter challenges that we need to face in order to unlock a new level of strength and fortitude in this life. So I do feel that now is a big time of developing that backbone. Saturn rules the bones, making sure that we are sustainable and really grounded and supported. So I do feel now is a big time of understanding what your support system looks like, what is your definition of support, what does that look like to you, and how can you establish these things within your own life, and what changes do you need to make in order to invite these opportunities in. Saturn brings opportunities and challenges. They're kind of commingled together, and how we approach them is where we really will find our rewards in the end. So if you approach this with open-mindedness, without resistance to changes, if you are diligent and focused on the task at hand, if you keep in mind some type of vision and you work towards it, then you will find some type of respite or rest in knowing that your work is going to something in the end, instead of trying to hold on to what feels familiar, hoping that it will bring more to you, when I do feel like the writing is going to be on the wall. What needs to be released, what needs to be let go of, and what needs to really be reanalyzed and changed around. I do feel like there's a lot of big changes happening over the course of the next 3 years for you, and this may involve moving or traveling somewhere, maybe even a physical shift in location, some type of movement with your home, and really a readjustment period. And I feel like it's going to test you in ways and get you out of this bubble that you've put yourself in, or really show you who you are at the core, instead of whatever mask that you may have to put on for certain people or certain jobs, or any situation where you have to kind of show up as someone or something, or kind of feels like a performance in a way, and not in the way where I don't want to get into that. But I do feel like to live in this world, it is a bit like a performance. Even with social media, we have to create a presence online, and that is a bit like a performance. You want to show your best self, and I do feel it's like, yes, there is that side, but there's also a side to you that people don't get to see. And it's making me think of a conversation I was just having about people post online, but what do they do in their alone time? And I think now's the time of really understanding yourself in that solitude of, who am I when I'm alone? Who am I when there's no one watching? It feels very deep. Group 3 feels quite deep, but let's get into the tarot, why don't we? Let's see what else this transit has for you. Let's get some details about this transit, please, for group 3, Saturn and Pisces. It came out immediately. Immediately. Sorry, group 3, let me chill. So we do have the Two of Pentacles. I was saying, you're gonna have to adjust. You see, they're trying to find balance in this time, and I do feel you'll be facing some type of opposition, you're gonna have to really come into your own and have the courage and the willpower to push through any challenges that you face. And I want to say specifically with your passion, it's like this Ace of Wands is sticking out at the bottom. Whatever you feel passionate about, I'm getting like, you have to make your own decision. You can ask for advice, but at the end of the day, you have to stand firm for what you believe in, despite what you have been taught or raised to believe. And I do see with the Seven of Wands that you will have assistance in this. It's like, it only feels like a battle because there's so many things coming at you at once. So let's say you have to move, then you have to find another job, then you have to find a place to stay. Maybe you have to find a roommate, or find a business colleague, or I'm just seeing it's like multiple things trying to get your attention, and it's asking for you to really find a way to kind of use your ability and your skill to like be a jack of all trades. I want to say it's like, don't get too comfortable in what you're doing. It's like, I do feel like the universe is kind of throwing you things, and you're kind of having to improvise in some way. And I want to get more cards. We have the Tower, I'm saying, and see these changes with the Tower reverse. Usually the Tower is like big scary changes, not scary, but they're like probably not the most welcome changes. Let's look at the card. As you see, there's a lightning strike and 2 people falling out of it. Okay, this is not the most fun thing ever, but it's most necessary. And with it reversed, I do want to say these changes are for the better. Like, it may feel really difficult to invite these changes in, especially if you have been comfortable in some type of living situation or in some type of behavior or pattern of habit. Maybe you don't like to go out very often, you don't like to do certain things, and I do feel like now's the time of doing those things that you don't like doing and finding that, oh wow, you know, I've been limiting myself in some way by not opening myself up to these experiences. And by opening yourself up to different environments and different things, I do feel that you'll find a lot more wisdom and insight about who you are and what you truly want, and it'll cause you to question like what you have been living for, or what you really have been doing, or maybe how you've been doubting yourself or downplaying yourself in some way, or really doubting your ability to adjust, or doubting your ability to really have the skills necessary to bring forth these new experiences and opportunities. Yeah, I do feel it's like giving the vibes of work hard, play hard, finding more balance in not taking things too seriously. I feel group 3. Let's get these cards. We have the Queen of Swords and the 5 of Cups reverse. There's a lot happening. There's a lot happening for you, group 3, over these next couple of years. Let me tell you, you may experience some type of loss, group 3, or you may be processing some type of loss, whether that be a loss of a job, a loss of a friend group, a loss of a person in your life. And I don't mean to scare anyone, okay? I don't want to scare anyone. I'm saying they don't have to physically leave this earth, but they can just be moving far away. You could just not be able to see them very often. But I do feel like now's the time of not getting caught up in these emotions, not getting caught up in, oh my gosh, you know, I really don't want to leave because I know all these things about this place, or I have owned this business for so long, or I have been at this job for so long, or I've had these friends for so long, or I've been doing this thing for so long. Whatever it is, it's time to be objective and really think about the long-term benefits of making these changes, of really opening yourself up to these new opportunities, and finding that you'll find a lot more fulfillment and financial security and success by taking the initiative to open yourself up to these uncomfortable changes. I'm recognizing that these changes are not, you know, it's hard to put into words. Like, it feels really overwhelming, but at the same time exciting. Like, it's a courageous move instead of something that's like, oh my gosh, disastrous. This feels like the changes are pushing you to open your life up to more, because Saturn is in a sign that is traditionally ruled by Jupiter, and Jupiter in Pisces is all about the big picture, expansion, joviality, you know, abundance, success, freedom. And I do feel that these changes are trying to push you towards more freedom and independence and comfort. But in order to get to that, in order to get to this Empress card of having all of this luxury and comfort, we need to be uncomfortable on the process there, and we need to put in the work. And that work may be uncomfortable because the work also requires us to find security within ourselves, and to nurture ourselves, and to have compassion with ourselves through these difficult changes, and learning how to approach new situations, and that requires you to get more truthful about who you are and what you truly do value. So it definitely feels like a deeply transformative period for you. I'm getting a bit of 9th house energy, but also I do get 4th house energy as well. But it doesn't have to apply to you. I do feel this is just a time of expansion and not allowing your attachment to the past keep you from moving forward. So anything else for group 3? We have the King of Wands reversed. And I do want to say to not become impatient, to not try to overly control how certain things may go. If you have an idea of what you want to do, that is beautiful, great start. But the issue comes when we have too much of an attachment to how these plans play out. And I do feel like with this Queen of Swords is to be clear and honest and perceptive of the changes, but to not be closed off to new ideas or new ways of things happening in your life. Maybe you want to be in a specific place, and instead of going to that specific place, you get another position somewhere else that is similar but not the same. And it's really asking for you to be open-minded and to have patience in this process and to develop your virtue of patience at this time. Saturn will teach you patience, okay? Patience, 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 because with that patience, you will find a lot of rewards from that. And through the patience, you can allow yourself to heal what hasn't been really digested. And any times of stillness or incubation, I want to say, or just waiting, take that time to really reflect and to look at what things are no longer aligned in your life and where you may need to be more assertive in addressing those issues, instead of focusing too much on what you can't control outside of you, but what needs to be addressed within your own vessel, but also your own mental space or your relationships, and how you can make proactive changes while you wait. I do feel like you're getting some type of loan or some type of assistance in this process, or you're going to receive some type of scholarship or financial help with anything that you're trying to do. Yeah, now's the time of really getting clear on your finances as well, setting up a budget, really being focused on how you manage your resources and allocating things appropriately, and maybe not spending emotionally, but being very rational and clear about what you need to focus on. I do feel that this is a big time of being mindful of your finances. Be very mindful of it. There could be some fluctuations in the economy as well, but I do feel you'll be fine. Group 3, this is not to fearmonger at all. You will have all you need, but there is a big emphasis on needing to really see where you can cut out some unnecessary expenditures and prioritize what you're putting your money towards. Also, maybe donating old things or donating in general could be good for you as well. And we have the Two of Wands reversed. I hear limited vision, like don't limit your ability to move forward. Maybe there's going to be some delays in this process of moving, or in this process of you trying to get a plan ahead. There could be some things that kind of pop up for you with the Seven of Wands that you have to address before you can get clear about this time. But I do see, just to honor the time that you do have to get clear about where you're headed, and to not zap your energy by looking too much in the past. I do feel and with the Three of Cups reverse, I do want to say, yeah, there could be a loss of friendships or some type of group association that you have, and it could be hard, but I do feel like, I don't want to say replace, but people will come in to provide that support for you. So don't get too down bad on your luck. I do feel like you're being supported, and now's the time of really trusting yourself and your ability to nurture yourself through this process. I keep coming back to you being your main support system, you supporting yourself. So let me get one more. We have strength, the Four of Wands, the Ten of Cups, okay, with the King of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So there could be an important person that you may come across over the next 3 years who really helps you to get things in order. Maybe this is a financial advisor or some type of person who has some sort of authority about them. I do feel they're helping you to kind of get your things together. So we love that. We love assistance, helping you to feel more grounded and have more of a sense of where you're headed. We do have the Ten of Cups, so I do feel like this is leading to a lot of emotional fulfillment. And I did want to put it over here with the Empress and the new moon in Capricorn, because I feel like this is more towards the end of the cycle or towards the end of the transit. Not to say that you won't have good moments or happy moments during the entire 3 years, but I do feel there will be some things to really push through. And I do feel like implementing some type of daily activity, whether that be you adopting a new sport that you invest in, or some type of exercise that you do, or some type of devotional practice at home. Maybe if you have an altar, really dedicating time to that and setting it up in some way. But I do want to say there could be a lot of moving a lot of moving or some sort of instability in the realm of your home. So I do feel that there's something going on with your living environment or your moving situation or your living situation, and it's asking for you to think bigger, to not settle in any position. Maybe the rent is going up and it's too high, or you're needing to just think about maybe moving out of state or moving somewhere else. I feel with this energy, it's really all over the place. I want to say I'm getting relationship vibes, I'm getting living situation vibes, I'm getting career vibes, and some emotional healing. There's a lot going on for you in group 3, but it's helping you to build your inner strength. And this is very important in this time, is building strength. And with this card, this is about continued effort. This is not just a one-time thing. This is day in, day out. You show up and you tend to yourself and you tend to your responsibilities until you find that you have the results that you're looking for. And that is something that takes patience, diligence, and true clarity of mind. So ensure that you have things in place to bring you back to a sense of self and a sense of understanding about what's really going on in your life. Because it does feel like a lot's being thrown at you, but it's helping you to really ground, helping you to really stay present, and bringing you back here. Maybe eliminating distractions as well will be good for you during this time, and being mindful of people who may try to manipulate your vulnerabilities, being very clear, having boundaries, and not feeling like you need someone or you're desperate for help, because you always have assistance, but don't fall victim to someone who is going to take advantage of you. Yeah, that could be something with Saturn there. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Let's see. Any closing messages here? All right, get grounded. And on the bottom we have leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. So I'm definitely feeling like it's requiring you to make some type of big shift in your life, some type of big move, some type of courageous action that you must make, some type of long distance travel. Something's happening that's requiring you to have a lot of faith and a lot of trust in the process, even though it is going to change a lot in your life. But let's get these cards, okay? Let me know how it's resonating in the comments, group 3. I'm really interested to know. So we have get grounded and answer the call. What is your soul calling you to do? Empaths, highly sensitives, connect with nature. So I'm saying this is a time of really having something every day that you do that gets you grounded and in your body and out of your mind, and helping you to feel what's really going on within you, so that you're not scattered to the winds, and this is a really big time of you understanding what feels right to you, trusting your intuition, trusting your gut feelings about things, and coming to a clear understanding of what it is that you want to do in this life, what is meaningful to you, and shedding away expectations of who you should be and what you should be doing, but what feels right to you, because that will always lead to the success that you're looking for. By following certain expectations. Now's the time of following your intuition and finding the true reward from that, finding true abundance and stability from that. I feel like I'm talking really fast, and I do feel like this energy is going to be really fast for you. I kind of feel like it's going to be fast but slow. Like there's going to be a lot of things happening, and it's going to feel like, oh my gosh, there's a lot of things happening. Like, why is this going on for so long? But then you'll get to this point of recognizing, like, oh, I see, you know, like all of that had to happen at that time for this reason. But anyway, make sure that you have something to ground you, like meditation, some type of walks outside. Definitely getting outside would be good for you. Cracked open, the ever unfolding rose is happening for you, not to you. Group 3, I'm telling you, there is going to be some things happening in your life that you're gonna feel like, oh my god, why me? Why me? And I just want to say, just start singing when those things happen. Just start singing. Listen, that's all you can do when these changes rock your world. Okay, you might as well, as you're with the tower, as you're coming back down to earth, you might as well like enjoy that process, because it's going to be time to adjust, and you don't want to have to adjust with negativity. You don't want to be resentful of anything that happens. You want to move forward with peace and forgiveness, so that you're not carrying any burdens or any past baggage with you as you welcome new beginnings into your life. And with these immense changes, group 3, this is leading to a great gathering of wisdom, of people, of opportunities, as you'll recognize that these changes are having things come together. As this card says, it's all coming together. Intuitive hits, soul tribe. So I do feel like all of this rearranging, all of this adjustment, all of these things are leading you to the people, the opportunities, the places, the success that you're wanting. And you're going to have to be open to this journey, because it's not going to be the straight shot that you may think it's going to be, especially with the Two of Wands reverse. It's not going to be super simple to get there from A to B. It's going to be like, oh yeah, we're going from A, we may have to go from A to D, then back to Z, and then maybe we'll get to B. But it's like a winding road, especially with the snake. It's like just enjoy that process, because you'll be learning a lot, and you'll find that you'll meet a lot of new people who are going to expand your mind and expand your understanding of who you are. And I feel like it's going to be these connections that you build that are going to help you through this time. But also, it's like your group is a dichotomy. Like, it's like a big focus on relationships, but also a big focus on being in your solitude and finding balance between those two. Yeah, big time of prioritizing your resources. Maybe some second house energy here as well. But it's all very good. It'll be a ride, I want to say. It'll be something. But you're going to have to let go of attachments. You're going to have to let go of what you've been strongly holding on to. You won't have that anymore. Okay, group 3, it's just real. I have to be real with you. That's what I'm here for, to be real. But this reading has been very interesting. I feel like I've gone a bit over time. I don't know how long I've been recording this video, but I'm sure it's been quite a long time. So I'm going to end it here. Let me know in the comments how it resonated. Okay, leave a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe. I really appreciate it. It helps me so much in this journey. Okay, I'm on a journey too, just like you. So let's be on it together. So thank you again. I really appreciate it. I'm sending you so much love with the Saturn and Pisces transit. This is about strength and courage, and you have it. Let it arise and let you show up and shine. Okay, group 3. Thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Until then, bye. Hi, group 4, and welcome to your Saturn and Pisces transit reading. Okay, I wanted to jump into this reading with some tarot from the Tarot of Mystical Moments deck, just to get an understanding of what the vibe or the theme is of this 3-year period for you. I really just want to get into your reading. I don't want to spend too much time chatting, so let's see. I do want to split the deck just to see what card may reveal itself. I am feeling called to do so. I love that. Okay, we have the 10 of Cups, and I was getting for your Oracle cards group 4. I don't know if Saturn is transiting a relationship house for you, but romantic partnership feels very emphasized in this period of life. Or if you are aromantic or not really fond of romantic relationships, I do feel like it's a time of establishing relationships in general, not just romantic, but connections that are sustainable and that help you to feel a sense of community and connection. I do feel that a lot with you, group 4. And we will get into the oracles very soon, but I wanted to just get an overall understanding of what this energy may bring for you during this time. So let's get into that, please. For group 4, please. The energy for group 4 in the Saturn and Pisces transit. The energy for group 4. We have the Queen of Cups. And of course, I felt before I started your reading, group 4, you're very unique, okay? Something about you is quite different, and it is something to be cherished and honored, not something to feel outcasted about. And I wonder if you have a pattern of not being accepted for all that you have to offer in your relationships or just in your connections. But now's the time of deeply connecting with your emotions on a new level. Whew, I feel like you're taking a deep dive into yourself, group 4. This feels very explorational and definitely taking time to remove all of these pressures that have been put onto you about who you should be or who you're meant to aspire to. I feel like there's been a lot of clouding of your sense of self. And now the time of really getting clear on who that is. And I do feel that you're going to be exploring that through some type of connection or through some type of new relationships that may be entering your life. And it's going to be a big reveal for you and for other people. But I do feel with this Queen of Cups, this time is really asking for you to be very compassionate with yourself, be very considerate of your emotions. If you tend towards logical, rational thinking, I'm seeing that this is not a time to rely strictly on your rationality. Yes, give it some credit, of course, but especially give credit to your emotions, because there seems to be some type of something in the way, some type of a blockage, whether that be emotionally or something's happening within the realm of your emotions, and it's really asking for you to take some time with them, sit with yourself, and not trying to distract yourself from what you feel, or not trying to bypass any negative emotions that may arise. It's time to really connect with all of them and see what they all have to bring to you, and really providing yourself with the space to feel. Yeah, it feels very comforting. Getting some similarities with a specific group, but I do want to say you are unique in the fact that you are the only group that did not have a major arcana as their overall energy. So I do feel like the Saturn and Pisces transit may be a little bit low-key. I don't want to say low-key because I do feel like the changes are still going to be, wow, we have the sun beneath that. I do still feel like the changes are going to be illuminating, but I don't feel like it's going to be as drastic as it was for the other groups, okay? And not to say drastic in a bad way, like the groups, they've all been pretty interesting, but for you, it definitely feels more relational, more emotional, and yeah, let's jump into the oracle cards now. So we have card number 22, blessed or blessed, okay? Love that card so much. Card number 1, the sun reversed. Full moon in Aquarius, show the world the real you. Show the world the real you, group 4. Okay. Earth Guardian, stay rooted and grounded. Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. And love. Definitely opening your heart. I'm getting that SZA song. Open your heart up, hoping I never find out that you're in you. I'm not gonna sing right now, okay? But I do feel it's a time of really opening that heart up, okay? If you've experienced a lot of relational traumas or a lot of relational issues, or you just had a lot of relationship baggage that you may still carry, or some type of guard or defense up around your ability to truly feel comfortable expressing yourself or truly be open in regard to other people. This is Saturn's big old lesson for you here, is to not hide what is truly going on within, and not try to be something you're not try to be passive in your approach to people, or not really express or show all of your cards. I do feel like you would want to hold cards close to your chest, but Saturn is going to bring some challenges in that arena of you wanting to be maybe a bit closed off or fearful of opening up. And I do feel like that fear is getting a bit triggered so that you can heal those wounds around that, around any type of, I want to say, heart blockage, or some type of heart healing, to where you are healing maybe some trust issues or some attachment wounds that you may have. And I'm talking about like attachment to, like attachment styles, like avoidant or insecure attachment, or disorganized or preoccupied. You could be maybe even going to a counselor, even helping you to navigate these things. It feels like a very transformative time within the realm of your emotions and your relationships. So I'm not sure, maybe you could be drawn to another group 4, maybe not, only if you feel that resonates. But this feels beautiful. I want to say it's like the challenge is being open up. Oh my god, the challenge is being open to love. So that's what I want to say. It's like being open to receiving blessings, being open to receiving in general, and that could be the challenge here. It's feeling like you are worthy of that, and maybe, you know, coming in contact with your I want to say your shadow self, or the part of you that's been suppressed, or your subconscious mind that may not feel like you are worthy of these things, or that, you know, in the past I wanted this and the person didn't treat me as if I deserved it, so maybe I'm not deserving of it. This doesn't have to be a conscious belief. You know, our subconscious works in these ways. So I do feel it's definitely a time of uncovering where you may have some type of negative thought pattern about relationships, or about yourself even, that you are unaware of, and it's bringing that awareness into, it's like bringing that insight to you and helping you to really recognize how you may be dimming your own light, or keeping a part of yourself hidden unnecessarily. And it could be because, you know, in the past that part of you wasn't accepted, or it was maybe abused in some way. And trigger warning, of course, I don't want to you know, rock the boat too much, but it definitely feels quite healing. This is a beautiful time of really expanding your connections and feeling a lot more safe in your relationships, and feeling a lot more safe in your own body, in your own energy, I want to say. Yeah, lots of healing, group 4. You've been through some things, I would like to say, and I feel for you deeply, and you are recognized for the challenges that you have overcome, the patience necessary to get through those times, as well as being recognized. Lots of compassion, I feel, group 4. I'm loving this energy. I'm definitely feeling the heart guardian. Very Piscean. I love this energy. I could just swim in it. I feel like I'm in a bath. I feel like I'm being cleansed and purified and renewed. That's what I feel. I'm getting this card. Like, literally, you're gonna feel so thankful. Gratitude is gonna be pouring out of your body in every way. Wait, I don't know if I'm getting too invested in this energy. I need to be mindful of how I say these things. Okay, I do feel like you're gonna be feeling a lot more grateful and thankful. I feel like you're being blessed. Okay, I don't know if Saturn is, I just feel like this transit is not going to be entirely too heavy, but I do feel the challenge will be in self-expression, or you being able to really shine your light That's the part it's asking for you to overcome some type of blockage in self-expression, or some type of blockage in your creativity, or you showing your art, or you showing your skills in some way, or you stepping up and being honest about what you have to offer. Yeah, I'm seeing maybe not being so much of a wallflower anymore, but coming into your own and sharing what you have, and really getting clear about what you want to create in this world, and knowing that you're assisted in this. Like, you have a dream, okay, Saturn is here to bring the structure to that dream. Saturn is here to bring the foundation for that dream. So it's a time of really being diligent in creating your life, creating your vision of what you want, and putting in the practical steps to get there, and feeling supported through these 3 years of knowing that you may not get immediate results. You may not have that instant gratification that we all want, but the long-term delayed gratification that you receive in the end is going to be 10 times worth whatever it would have been if you got it immediately. Okay, so now's the time of really tuning into your passion, your gifts, your talents, your creativity, your love for life. And I do feel that people will be entering your life to expand this energy and open you up in new ways, okay? And helping you to know that you are worthy of love, you are worthy of beauty and devotion and loyalty in all of your encounters, your relationships in all ways, not only romantic, but platonic even, your business partnerships, you know, your friendships, your colleagues. I just feel this is a time of really feeling a lot more safe, not being in survival mode, and not feeling like you have to adapt to the environment that you're in, like changing for different people in a way, or being like a chameleon. I feel like now's the time of really finding that firm foundation of who you are, and showing up as that person in every dynamic, in every circumstance, and in every situation, and knowing that it's okay to be authentic anywhere you go. Bringing your most authentic self ensures that you are in the right relationships, you're in the right career, or you're just, when you are more authentic, you have a more authentic life, you have a more individualized life, you have a more comfortable life, because you know that you're doing what you truly do want to do instead of what may be expected. And that could be a journey within itself over this 3 years, or you have to go through certain challenges and cycles that get you to that level of understanding. But there is something about relationships here, for sure. This is a big relationship reading. So if you are already in a relationship, I feel there could be a deepening of a bond, or a deepening of a relationship, very emotionally secure, or coming to a level of emotional security within your relationships, or finding new ways of connecting with yourself emotionally and opening up to yourself in ways that you haven't, maybe journaling some of your past experiences and truly letting that out, talking to someone, but it does feel like this is including more than one person. So I'm feeling very mellow, very calm, very relaxed in this reading. So yeah, I do feel like that's the energy that's coming towards you, a lot of warmth, and you kind of leaving behind old stories of what relationships may look like. Like, maybe you think that everyone's untrustworthy, or everyone has to earn your trust in some way, and I feel like that mentality is kind of being tested. Like, am I isolating myself due to these patterns of thought? Am I limiting my ability to connect deeply with other people because I'm afraid on some level? It does feel like that. Okay, group 4. So let's get into the tarot. Let's see what else would like to come out. And yeah, let's see. The Saturn and Pisces transit, please, divine. I saw the the Tower reverse. Okay, let's be clear. Let me get all the cards out. Saturn and Pisces. Yeah, I thought I saw the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, working with other people. We have the Lovers on the bottom. I do feel like there's a significant relationship that's going to be very important. Okay. Yeah, to show the world the real you. It's definitely about you showing your work, or you putting your work out there, you showing your skills, maybe collaborating with other people on a project, going after certain projects. Maybe there could be some dissatisfaction with some type of project that you're working on, or some emotional something emotionally telling you about some sort of position. Maybe if you're in a position that you don't enjoy, I'm seeing to either ask for a promotion or look around for a new position, or see how you can cultivate new skills to bring about new changes in your own life. Maybe investing into a hobby, starting a YouTube channel even, or just expanding your abilities, expanding your network in some way, not being limited, not limiting your ability to accept opportunities. I do feel like you're getting a lot of opportunities, especially in the realm of collaborations or work. Yeah, you're getting a chance to really show your skills. You know, it'll be important that you don't limit your abilities. Okay, do not downplay your talents, do not highlight your weaknesses. Okay, now's the time of highlighting your strengths and not focusing on the negativity, focusing on the light. Recognize that you are a beacon of light, and you need to share that light with other people so that we can all shine brightly like the stars that we are. Okay, very cliche but very real. And I do see the Magician poking out right there. So you determine what your life looks like. You determine what path you want to go down. You determine what you want your reality to look like, how you want your relationships to be. And it's all in the power of the mind. The Magician is ruled by Mercury. Okay, Mercury is the mind, the intellect. So what you think will definitely have a role in how things play out, especially in your relationships. Okay, this is significant. Someone is, I'm telling you, group 4, please come back and check this reading. Let me know how it goes. But there's someone showing up. Okay, and it's going to definitely illuminate some fears that have been in place that are not helping you out, and it's time to really move forward. Okay, let's get some more cards though for group 4, please. Group 4, it's a lot of emotions here. All these emotions. Okay, emotions, passion. I love emotions because they are the vessel for passion. They give rise to inspiration. Okay, yeah. So it's a really good time to not block out any emotion, because that is your source of creativity. That is your source of inspiration, your motivation. Okay, this is what's going to help you to really make some moves in your life over this course of time. So be open to them. Take some time to really sit and contemplate and allow your emotions to rise, and to not dismiss them. Okay, this is not a time to dismiss your emotions, group 4. No more of that. We're done with dismissing emotions. We embrace them all. Good, bad, sad, happy. Okay, they're all the same. They're just messages. I meant to say messengers, but they're also just messages. I did it again. Let's just keep going. Okay, group 4, please. Ah, my gosh, I'm in love with this reading. Ah, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I think I might have to cover up Miss Girl. So I'm gonna use this receipt. Actually, we're gonna use the top of the Rider-Waite deck. Okay, sorry you guys. YouTube, I don't know how they're gonna act with that, so I'm just gonna be safe. Okay, I'm gonna be safe. But we have the Star. I love the Star. I'm getting strong Aquarius vibes. Strong Aquarius. Welcome. Okay, I'm an Aquarius rising, so I love that. Outside of me, I'm so sorry, group 4. This is definitely this 6 of Cups. I'm telling you now, there's some type of connection. I don't know if you have a child or not. If you do have a child, this could be you really cultivating a relationship with that child that is going to be healing on so many levels for you. Check if for some of you, check if your child's name is like some type of, check the meaning behind a child's name is what I want to say. Outside of that, because I don't know if all of you have children, and I'm sure you all don't, but relationships are going to be the source of healing for you, group 4. There's no way around it. The 6 of Cups, it's like bringing back that childlike energy, bringing back that creative, fun-loving, passionate, open-minded, explorative, generosity. I get even just that free, loving energy of childhood is what I feel with your group, and it's so refreshing. It's just beautiful. I feel like I'm being washed. Like I said, that Piscean energy is strong. If you have a Pisces connection with someone, there could be a water sign that's going to be very important in your life. And I just feel that this is a time of really doing away with the old, okay? The old ways of relating with other people, the old ways of showing up in general. It's really time to break free of any limits to your self-expression and being open to engaging in life in new ways, okay? Honoring yourself completely and breaking out of this indecisive energy of not knowing how to approach situations, okay? Being very grounded and stable in who you are and having strong values and morals that help to lead you forth in this life, and taking time to meditate and to rest, because I do feel some type of restless energy. Maybe you'll be overthinking a certain connection, and it's just a little bit, don't do that. Actually, you know, I don't want to say it in that way because it's easier said than done, of course, as always. But if you get too much in your head, you'll start to convince yourself of old stories like, oh my gosh, does this person really love me? Does this person really like me for me? Or, you know, it's the doubts, it's the fears that will begin to creep up, and approach them with compassion and love. And, you know, remind yourself that although these fears do arise within me, I know that these fears are rooted in past hurtful situations that are no longer present in my life, and I cannot project the past onto this present situation. And I approach this in an open-minded manner, ready to experience a new connection in a new way, you know. Just kind of giving yourself that time and being patient with yourself, and really being open. I get openness here. Being open is going to maybe be a bit of a challenge. Look at that. Look at that. The 10 of Cups and the 2 of Cups. If you don't know tarot, or if you listen, I'm telling you, if you know, it's so clear. It's so clear. It's so clear that you're meeting someone. It's so clear to me, group 4. I don't know what else to say. I feel like I'm repeating myself. Your reading feels so simple. It's just a time of being open to these relationships. Okay. They don't just have to be romantic. I want to emphasize that, but I'm not going to sugarcoat or downplay. Not sugarcoat, but I'm not going to downplay the fact that I do feel this is some type of romantic relationship. It doesn't have to be, but there's some type of kindred spirit. There's some type of deep, profound, meaningful relationships that are going to enter your life. And I did say relationships, so this could be a romantic partner. This could be some type of child, maybe a niece, nephew, son, daughter, whatever. This could be a friend, a colleague. It could really be anyone. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This reading is so beautiful. Please, I'm loving every part of it. I'm loving every part. We have the 9 of Cups on the bottom. Lots of fulfillment, I think you're unlocking a level of contentment and feeling fulfilled on a new level. Oh my gosh. I do have to address what I'm seeing, but you'll really be feeling grateful and blessed in this time. These next 3 years, beautiful. And I do feel like some of you are having a child, or there's a child or a son. I'm getting son because, of course, the sun, but for some of you, there could be a child that's very important here. I'm getting a lot of childlike energy. Some of you may be conceiving even or starting a family with the person that you're going to encounter, but I do want to say there's a lot of goodness happening, group, for a lot of love, a lot of healing through relationships, a lot of expansion and openness. And I do feel that the biggest challenge is going to be your mind, your doubts, your worries, your fears, in really confronting these thoughts, not believing them, but being curious about them. Like, if you have a fear of like, oh, this person will leave me, well, why do I believe that? What behaviors am I reading into? What is this person presenting to me? And is it aligned with this fear? Taking off, and I feel like that's the energy of this get rooted and grounded. This is ungrounded energy. This is not being present. This is not being here. It's very important to check in with your thoughts, okay? Please, group 4. This is the biggest challenge, is your own mind. You, please don't get in your own way in this time. And it will happen, okay? This is part of Saturn. I do feel Saturn is really in here providing these challenges to work through. This is going to help you to really have the strength to confront these fears in new ways, and recognizing that everything that you believe or everything that comes up in your mind is not always true. And that could be hard to really digest, but it's real, Our egos don't like to believe that, but we have to be mindful of what we're thinking. And that just feels like the biggest thing, is to turn your attention away from the negativities, away from the past occurrences that have happened, and see what areas you are being fulfilled. See how you are being blessed. See the blessings. Have gratitude for what is in front of you, and you'll find that that energy will continue to grace into your life, so that you're not blind to the opportunities in front of you, especially for emotional connection. This is so beautiful, group 4. So beautiful. Such amazing energy. Lots of joy with life in this time. I'm saying this is very beautiful. I feel like the biggest challenge will be you connecting with your emotions and working through some negative thought patterns. But I do feel that you'll have a lot of support along this journey. And I don't know what else to say. Let's get into the messages. Let me know how it's resonating for you in the comments below, and leave it a like if you enjoy it this far. But I'm truly enjoying your reading, group 4. I'm so glad I did this. It's absolutely beautiful. So doing it. Boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? So this could be a test of you ensuring that you are protecting yourself. You know what? Actually, I want to say with that boundaries card, yes, ensure that you do have healthy boundaries. I'm not saying to not, because for you, I do feel that there's such loving energy in this reading. You need to be sure that you're not giving too much. But I also want to say with this just say yes, is to ensure that you're not closing yourself off, and making sure that you're not overthinking things to the point where you do isolate yourself, and that you're just ruminating over certain circumstances or situations that are unnecessary and that are detrimental to your health and your well-being. Ensure that you're getting enough rest as well, and pay attention to your dreams, group 4. That seems to be a big message here. But being open, saying yes to opportunities, and learning through the process, not immediately saying no to a new experience, but having the boundaries in place to protect you from anything that may happen from you being open, if that makes sense. I hope so. I have to keep going. See, there we go. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution, expression, transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing with the star card. Deep healing. deep healing. You're transforming big time, group 4, and it's beautiful, and it's time for you to really show yourself. Come on, Aqua vibes, okay? You need to embrace your uniqueness. You need to embrace your gifts. You need to embrace what makes you special and share it, because that will bring you a lot of success, I want to say, a lot of fortune, a lot of gifts, okay, and a lot of connection, community. You'll feel a lot more supported. So really hone in on your skills, bring them towards the world, okay? Show them to the world, show your art, show your skill, do whatever you feel that you want to do and watch it prosper, and don't allow your mind, your doubts to get in the way of your creative process. If they do, take some time to yourself. It's okay, okay? Meditate, tune into those feelings and release them. Give yourself the space and time and be compassionate in this process. Have grace for yourself, okay? And we have Sisterhood of the Rose. I feel as if you guys are meant to share your voice in some way. I was saying to create a YouTube channel. I don't know. It feels like something that you need to really put forth. Maybe writing a book, maybe making music, something. I don't know what it is, but there's something that you need to be sharing. And I do feel like it's important, okay, group 4. It's too much love, it's too much healing vibes in your reading to not share this energy. This energy has to be shared, okay? And finally, we have Break the Chain, Ancestral Patterns, Healing, Rewriting the Future. So this 3-year period is all about healing. Maybe breaking free from old cycles that have occurred in your family. Maybe your family hasn't had a good representation of healthy relationships, and you're really breaking out of that, breaking out of any old cycles that may be generational. I feel that you're breaking out of your own cycles, even of limiting yourself or having some type of debilitating insecurities that keep you from really expressing yourself truly. This is just a time of really deep healing and really honoring yourself and being vulnerable, and knowing that your vulnerability is a strength and utilizing it as such and not hiding away. You know, now's the time of coming out and really showing people who you are and what you have to offer, and you'll be rewarded big time for it. So be mindful of your mindset, because that's the biggest challenge I see, is the mindset, group 4. And on the bottom we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? So for some of you, you are parents. I do feel getting too many vibes of that. Maybe you are becoming a parent, but not for all of you. Overall, I'm getting this is a time of really nurturing yourself, comforting yourself, honoring yourself, and being there for yourself in a way that you haven't before, and uncovering a new level of self-love and just love in general with those around you, okay? And stepping up in new ways, group 4. So, it's been a reading, hasn't it? I really enjoyed it. Let me know how it resonated in the comments. I'm sending you so much love in this Saturn and Pisces transit. It seems very transformative and healing and abundant for you, okay? So I'm very excited for you. You're probably I loved all the readings. I can't say you're my favorite, but you are up there. Okay, group 4, you have some really amazing energy on this transit, and I will actually say you're my favorite group. Okay, don't tell the others, but leave it some comments. Let me know how it resonated, and please subscribe. This really helps me. Your engagement helps me a lot. I really value it, and I love when you guys talk to me in the comments. It just feels like we're a bit more connected, and I love that. So again, I'm sending you so much love. I appreciate you times a million. I'm so blessed to have this energy come through. It has been really beautiful, and I'm rambling now because I'm just simmering in this energy, and I just want to just stay with you, group 4, but I must go now, okay? So thank you again. I'll chat with you later, and until then, goodbye.